Sano, and trying to get a cab out here is really difficult. I had this one cab, I thought it was a cab, but he wouldn't take me, but he called another cab company, I guess, and they're gonna come pick me up, I think. That's what I got out of it. But he said the way at the cab stop. And that's a cab stop. That's not. Apparently he was there. So it's a nice day in Sano today. Just the you assume correctly. You assume correctly. Look at that. That's just something else. Lots of stuff. The boxes over here, we have an area here with a lot of just big piles and boxes. This is the relatively new merchandise, which is still moving at a pretty brisk pace. So rather than take the time to break it out and put it on the shelves, we'll just bring the boxes, just boom, put them right here, makes it easy to pick while they're in their initial flying out the door stage. And then as movement slows down, we tend to move stuff over here, or if it's the kind of item that we're not going to have a zillion pieces to begin with, and it may start life over here. Look at all those kits.
There's a lot of pieces of VF-25s.
I heard those were hard to come across.
Not here, apparently.
Those are supposed to be phenomenal kits.
Looks cool.
I've got the Shigokins of the two that are out, and look at all the Figmas.
So the basic system here, Josh, as you can see, we have this gal here in the purple. She's getting ready to do a picking run. She's programming her cart into our system, and now she's going to take this pile of carts and go pick, probably, depending on the size of the items, anywhere from 8 to 20 individual customer orders.
Okay.
And they will all the merchandise will just be lumped into those yellow buckets with no rhyme or reason yet. Then there's a couple of dumbwaiters over there on the wall. Once they have completed the picking cycle, and basically the buckets are filled or reasonably filled, they will send those buckets downstairs, and I'll show you the area in a bit here where they'll then be sorted into individual customer orders to go out the door. Right now we're still at the level where pretty much we don't require any automation.
No giant robots picking it?
No giant robots, no huge automated conveyor systems with barcode scanners flipping things down chutes.
Which would be kind of a neat sense of synchronicity if you had giant robots picking giant robots up.
That is kind of cool, actually. But the thing, a lot of people will see our facilities and they just go, "Wow, this is amazing! You must be really proud that you've built all this up from zero or whatever." And I think, well, I kind of am, but Jeff Bezos over at Amazon, their sales are like 1,200 times our sales. They're on a given day during the Christmas rush. I remember, they took like 4 million orders or something, and it's just the scale is so completely different that it boggles the mind. So yeah, pretty much most of the actual physical movement of product here is just good old elbow grease.
So here's the aisle that I like.
Feel free to. It's not off limits or anything. Walk into the vortex here if you want.
I'm becoming overwhelmed.
We have just deep breaths. Deep breaths.
It's okay.
What do you say?
Oh, nice. Yeah, they make the electronics, right?
I guess, yeah. But it doesn't have a beam come out of it, though.
Well, we're not far away from what Seoul and.
Of course, typically this would be kind of some of the older stuff.
So like the stuff that's back a little bit is the stuff you don't go into as often.
Right. We tend to, yeah. To a certain extent, they do look for efficiency, and tend to put things that are moving quicker out in the more easy to pick areas.
So the stuff that's on the sale menu might be more out here.
Well, it depends on how successful the sale is.
Right.
So like any store, if we have overstocks on something, or something's not moving, we'll put it on sale. But these days, over the last year, one of the biggest changes we've made is working with manufacturers and distributors from time to time to pick up their back stocks at reduced price.
Oh, okay.
Where this is something that we're not just trying to dump out the door because we had too many of them.
we're buying them at lower prices than we normally would purchase them at from the manufacturers who have an overstock situation.
So you can pass that on to the consumers.
Yeah, and we pass it on big time. You know, if you look around these days, you'll see on our top page we're pushing individual sale items once in a while that may have price tags that are 70 or 80% off of retail. Like you have that Death Note watch on our top page right now for like 80% off retail. We've had quite a few other items that are 60, 70, 80% off. And frankly, will be below our... So.
We're starting to get a big Saintcloth myth following. Looks like
Yeah, we're real fans of this. Although obviously Bandai is getting down to the end of the rope on how far they can milk this series.
Well, they're just about to launch Lost Canvas, which is a new series that's like a prequel. So I'm sure there'll be toys for every single.
Well, I hope so, or there's going to be rioting in France, because that's where we send about 70% of this stuff.
No kidding.
The French are completely nuts about Saint Seiya. The French, or any nation that speaks French.
Yeah.
Because I guess there's some good dubs of this stuff over there.
Ooh, bunk. What's up for that pole there?
Yeah.
And it just goes down. Now, is that more model parts, models?
Yeah, we'll get into more of the scale stuff down here.
It looks like
Scale. We got some T-shirts, finishing supplies primarily for the domestic market because most of the stuff can't be shipped by air. This is more. This is where it started. Was the,
right.
The classic scale kits. But yeah, as I was explained, they can't really hold a candle to the completed stuff in terms of pricing.
Is the Macross section. Do you guys find yourself caught in the middle of the licensing with Macross at all?
Not really.
Does no one ever approaches you and says, no, you really can't ship these out because so-and-so?
We can ship them out, though. That's something that a lot of people don't understand properly, is that licensing agreements, and this isn't to make it sound like we're trying to slip through the cracks or anything, but a licensing agreement takes place between the licensee and the licensor, which is usually the property rights holder and a manufacturer. We are a third party to that. We are in no way bound by a decision between
It's just so, I've been in a lot of Japanese toy stores, but it's just so awesome to see kind of just, it's a cluster. What's up for that pole there? And what's in these bins over here? These are smaller. Oh yeah, the Code Geass.
Yeah, all the Chogokin Evangelion heroes.
Oh, the soul specs. And then a random getter pile. Actually, there's a lot of good stuff down here. So I can go down the aisle and go, got it, got it, got it. Nice.
Chogokin area.
the VF25, VF100s. This is the only one that's been out, right?
Yep. So far it's that one.
Oh yeah. VF1J Super. Cracker. Done. It's so quiet. Do you get like a holiday rush like on Christmas time where you gotta...
It's pretty much the same like this.
Really?
Yeah.
So this is...
During Christmas, this is how we operate.
This is just a quiet little warehouse. Bins and bins. I need one of them. Oh, here's the alternity stuff.
The red one is also
Are these metal? No, I don't think so. They are?
They're die-cast metal.
Hmm. And this is all modeling accessories?
Yep. All the tank accessories and sports cars and all that photo edge stuff.
Oh yeah, the ghost kit. Got 4 minutes left on my tape. I might as well just run it out walking through. Where haven't I gone? I'll go down this way.
There.
So people are gonna go ape shit.
These are all the small stuff.
So what kind of stuff is
They're
this?
all modeling supplies, photo edge parts.
Oh, I see. That's a good way to put them. I mean,
Yeah, it's a very good sorting system. We have each item has its own location, so it's much easier for the pickers to find, especially the small items. Back in the old warehouse, we had to. I personally had to spend a long time just to look for just one small item.
they'd all be in like
one
a bin?
item on this one whole shelf.
Oh.
I just need to look through all of them.
V color. It's popular. Smells chemically over here.
Those are all the Cosmo t-shirts. So
Oh yeah. How do you guys handle things like the Bandai like soft vinyl stuff, the kaiju and the stuff that comes on a tag? You just throw it in a bin?
Yeah, we have them over here actually.
Oh yeah. And Dragon Ball. Oh, it is the Sentai area.
Mm-hmm.
Brave Goku. Oh yeah. So this is where you keep the like the M1 vinyls, right?
The vinyls.
Yeah, like the kind of the more designery vinyl stuff.
Yeah. Well, we don't carry a lot of those.
Yeah, you've just started to carry them.
Studio Hi-Fi stuff, really expensive.